It is very clear to me that Kozuki Oden, the CHAD of Wano, is clearly somewhere in the Bleach Seirete. He's in the Bleach Soul Society. Because even though he is long dead, the man continues to get stronger. And it is absolutely haunting the things that Oda, apparently in combination with Tite Kubo, what he has done for Oden to continue to elevate this dude's power level. It is absurd. Well past 9,000.
It's over 9,000!
Here's the thing, and mind you, Moria hasn't done his Edo Oden just yet. Maybe in the future at some point we'll get an Edo Oden by Moria. Now, to be fair, real quick, spoiler warning for any non-manga readers of One Piece. You will be spoiled, okay? You will be spoiled. Moria, maybe one day, maybe, but probably not at this point in time. I think we're too deep in the Wano country to have Moria, honest to God. Moria, Blackbeard, Shanks, but I digress. What do I mean exactly of Oden getting stronger? How? Why? Basically, in a general sense, it's Oden's portrayal. Oden's portrayal continues to elevate. And you cannot help but raise Oden's power level because his portrayal continues up. Before Act 3, 2 fleet admirals, one former Sengoku, one current Akainu, talk about the CHAD of Wano. So off the gate, that's a big flex. We go into the flashback, and in the manga, clashes against Whitebeard, no definitive winner. Against a prime Whitebeard, no definitive winner. He rebounds from Roger's divine departure, ready to fight again, and then come the end of the flashback, can fight against a younger Kaido. A very powerful Kaido, true, but still nonetheless a younger, weaker Kaido. And he had the edge against that Kaido. Now in the anime, they add details and things kind of get a little bit shaky by a lot of folks' opinions. Because in anime, Whitebeard rolls Oden. I can't say it's easy, like air quotes that easy, but the man does roll him like it's Dio Brando Road Roller, he just steamrolls that. But then later on the flashback, he fights against Scabbard Gaban, one of Roger's best men, for seemingly hours upon hours. So it is very clear that Oden was strong enough to go against Rayleigh and Scabbard if he needed to in a long, prolonged fight. Roger was maybe a bit off base based on someone like Whitebeard who kind of rolled through Oden, but Oden could have still fought after Whitebeard kind of demolished him. He could have still fought if he wanted to. So, Oden's still powerful as all hell in the anime, but a little less so compared to the manga given the added details. But it's still very important to note here that in both anime and manga, when he returns to Wano Country after his voyage, he is several times stronger, confirmed in both. So again, if Oden fighted against Scabbard Gaban for a period of hours before his major voyage with Roger, and then afterwards he comes back stronger, how does that play out? Could he not beat Scabbard before, but then after the voyage beat Scabbard? You have to wonder. And also in the anime, between Kaido and Oden, after Paradise Totaka against Kaido, Kaido can still fight and is ready to go. Whereas in the manga, it's more implied that Kaido was kinda-ish on his last legs. It's unclear because he's still transforming into regular form. So it's hard to say if he was actually gonna be like defeated at that point in time, earnestly. But that's why I have to say that the edge still does go in Oden's favor in both the anime and the manga. But in the anime, it's less so. At the end of the damn day, in both anime and manga, we can clearly see that Oden in the flashback is a truly fierce fighter. And the folks that he fought against in the flashback, a lot of them are legendary people. So back then, the general gist that I got from Oden, what a lot of folks deemed him to be power-wise, was somewhere around 1st Division Commander, so someone like a Marco, or a King the Wildfire, or a Ben Beckman, someone like that, currently, to let's say an admiral, like a high admiral, like somewhere around a pre-time skip Sakazuki or pre-time skip Kuzan. That's where I got the general gist of how powerful he was by a lot of folks that I talked to. I think he's actually beyond that now at this point in time.
But wait!
I'm gonna tell you exactly where. But here's the thing. We have now, in real time, Ruth Piece. Big, huge, massive tell. When Kaido, someone has experienced a lot of victories, a lot of defeats, got captured so many times by the Marine, was underneath Rocks D. Sebek when he gives us his top 5. Again, Kaido has fought against so many guys and knows the power of so many cats across all the One Piece. Of course he does. Big Mom, Garp, Sengoku, Mihawk, Boy Hancock probably, the Admirals, and so on and so forth. But Kaido chooses these 5 people specifically in relation to how high Luffy's ceiling can go, as if these 5 men are the highest ceilings that Kaido can envision for someone like Luffy, and Oden is among those top 5 individuals. That is a big tell to how we should perceive Oden's strength. Later on in Roof Piece, the Enma Zoro greatness. Some of the greatest moments we've ever seen for Zoro going down, and they were absolutely epic. And then Big Mom and Kaido, during Enma Zoro's greatness, mentioning and noting how unique the blade was several times over. Finally, as of late, this another boost to Oden's prestige and power. In chapter 1033, in the Zoro flashback, as of late, Shimotsuki Kozaburo, a legendary blacksmith, telling us the readers that Enma is definitively the greatest weapon he has ever made. So it is confirmed by the man himself that Enma is a superior blade than, at the bare minimum, Wado Ichimonji. And because of how dominant the personality of the blade is, which, as Kozaburo says, is a clear, distinct sign of the quality of the blade, because cursed swords don't actually exist. It is safe to say that among the great gray blades, it is probably the best by far and away, like not even a contest. This is a legendary blacksmith, and he said just simply holding the blade gave you shivers. Just simply holding the blade. And then Zoro, as he's exerting OD levels of hockey, guys getting knocked out. Zoro, he thinks to himself, damn! Really? Thinking about how Oden could wield this blade Enma as light as a feather. Oden, through lore and portrayal, got another boost. He gets another boost. Oda continuously, in the actual canon material, in SBSs, like how Oda explained in SBS number 100, when Oden cut the giant white boar, the reason why it could survive, even though the boar is cut in half, was because Oden had done such a clean cut that the cells took no damage from that cut. He wanks the CHAD of Wano. He wanks him hella hard. You know that meme of that one guy looking at the girl she walks past, and the other girl's looking at him like, what are you, oh my god, what are you doing? The girl holding on to the dude is Akainu. Oda is the dude, and then the girl walking past is Oden. Oda is the man shifting gears, wanking the piss out of Oden. It is absolutely absurd. Both in canon and out of canon, Oden just gets wanked. The evidence is starting to get overwhelming that Oden was absolutely a cut above the rest by orders of magnitude. And I think at this point in time that at his peak, he was absolutely stronger than Prime Rayleigh. That's right. Absolutely stronger than a Prime Rayleigh. And honestly, that may be a lowball. That may, honest to God, be a lowball. For real. I know some folks gonna hate that. Other folks say I'm downplaying Oden. I understand. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of tug of war there. And considering how we're power scaling, not just any tug of war, Squid Game tug of war. Absolutely. But if he could fight against Scopper Gabon for a period of hours, one of Roger's best men, knowing that he was several times stronger after the voyage, yeah, I think it's a safe bet to say that he was at the bare minimum stronger than a Prime Rayleigh. I would say, in the current day since One Piece, I would say he's a hair behind the current day Yonko. So for me, he's in the camp where he's stronger than Admiral, so he's stronger than Sekizaru, stronger than Kuzan, stronger than Fujitora and those guys, but he's not as strong as, let's say, someone like a current day Big Mom, or current day Kaido, or current day Shanks, or potentially even Blackbeard. Because we do know from the statements of Sengoku that Big Mom and Kaido, minimum, they are much stronger now than they were back then. And we can see how much work this man Kaido has been putting in right now in Wano, and it's absurd. So I will say right now, he's in the camp of power of, let's say, guys like Dragon, Monkey D, Dragon, Akainu, Mihawk, those guys that are, I would say, stronger than admirals, but not on that Yonko level, because I put the Yonko on a pedestal. I absolutely do. And there's all the reason for it. Again, someone like Kaido has experienced so many fighters, got captured by Marines so many times. He knows of the power of probably every strong person on the planet. Unless there's a crazy hidden giant guy like Thor or Odin, something like that. A crazy big ass Yoden, like a Surtur or something. We'll see soon enough what Elbaf has to offer. But from the people that we know who are strong in the world, Kaido probably knows the vast majority of their power. And mind you, we have no evidence that Kaido fought these life and death duels with people like a Prime Roger or a Prime Whitebeard or Shanks or Rox D. Sebek. But nonetheless, he rated them that highly. And Kaido still had Oden among these great men when he envisions how high Luffy's ceiling would go. And that is a very pivotal thing. Enma is, at this point in time, the best sword in the verse, by far. Like, not even close, by far. Confirmed by a legendary blacksmith to be his greatest weapon he's ever created. And Oden could wield it as if it was nothing. This just continues to elevate the prestige of the CHAD of Wano. And if the wank continues, then you can expect for Oden to be elevated even further and beyond. So, let me know your stance on the subject matter at hand. I know some cats, oh my god, other cats,
Shut the f up.
I understand. But that's what I say. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to see you cats on the flip side. Be easy. Take care. Have a nice one.